Week 15 and 16 kicked off with me buying a net so I can practice at home. After doing a bit of research, I decided to invest in the SteadyDoggie Golf Net, which you can find on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description for you as well. The net took me about 15 minutes to set up, and it was a pretty smooth process. Because I live about 30 minutes drive from the closest golf club and driving range, having the golf net at home is a great way to keep the rhythm of my swing between proper range sessions. On the 23rd of April, I had a midweek practice session down at Peñalonga driving range. For the first half of the session, I practiced a fun contact drill I picked up from top 50 PGA instructor in America, Martin Chuck. All you have to do is place 2 aim sticks down on the ground and do your best not to hit them. The closer together the aim sticks, the more difficult the drill. In the second half of the session, I headed down to the chipping green to practice my short game. My focus these last couple of weeks has been to practice the difference between my chipping, which is a pendulum motion, and pitching, which obviously still includes rotation, but has much more of a wrist hinge to get that fine balance between speed and the loft needed to get the ball into the air and over the hazards. In the last week of April, I tweaked my takeaway so that my hands stayed inside while my club head stayed outside. Despite feeling as though I was finding the middle a lot more, I was still hitting pretty inconsistently. Little did I know, I was in for quite a surprise when I visited Antonio for my third lesson. Okay, so I've just been absolutely blasted here by Antonio, my instructor, because when I was doing the takeaway, I was bringing my hands back in the line and trying to keep the club head out, okay? And my first few shots that I was doing with Antonio here today were just awful. Thin shots, screamers, worm burners. And Antonio has now showed me that I need to be still keeping the club head outside, but not doing this movement, okay? It's just taking the club head back, keeping it outside the line, and then from up here and through, okay? And that was all of a sudden just clicked and back came my swing. So here, up, and through. After we fixed my takeaway, we worked on my 3-wood swing, which has been giving me a lot of trouble recently. Antonio explained that I really needed to work on feeling my left arm extend during the backswing to create that big, powerful arc. But the main key I learned during this third lesson with Antonio was to rotate my left hip more to initiate the downswing. So in other words, get the left hip out of the way. This way, I can better release the club and square the club face. Wow, much better.
That's right. That's nice.
So that's it for this week. Stay tuned for week 17 in my journey to becoming a scratch golfer. Thanks for watching.